Hey guys, welcome to my channel where if you know, you can grow. So let's erase our doubt and let's pay attention because with Sean, it's always something there. What's going on today, guys? All right, so I figured the best way to do this video is to go through it together, right? So I originally came into this nursery just to get a poinsettia. So we'll see how that goes. Y'all know how I am. But I will say I did not come in here to purchase any plants besides the poinsettia. Once I got in here, though, I immediately just started thinking about buying a lot of other plants. But I realized that I'm in this phase right now where I'm trying to care for my plants more so than purchase new plants. Now, if one catch my eye, don't get me wrong, I am inclined to buy. However, the care for your plants is probably more important than the kind of plant that you actually have. And the reason why I say that is because you can spend all the money you want to on a really nice plant, and if you don't know how to care for it, it's going to die. Ultimately, you don't have it. Versus you can take a basic, simple plant like a pothos or a philodendron, and I'll even go as far as to say like your monsteras. And if you care for that plant and it actually thrives, you'll be shocked how many people actually want to know, hey, what do you do to care for your plant? So that's the phase that I'm working on right now. In no means have I ever said that I know everything, but I promise you all, anything I do learn, I'm sharing with you all as I go through this journey. Most of the time, if you just ask people a question, they'll give you the answer. This whole stigma of everybody's mean, nobody wants to help you and stuff, I just haven't ran across that. I've ran across some selfish people, yes, but I've never ran across people who just repeatedly don't want to help you. It's very rare. Those monsteras look really good. You all know that I used to have monsteras, a lot of them, and I lost a lot of them to thrips. And right now we are actually on our way back growing them. The room is coming in pretty good. I'll update you on the monsteras very soon. So these plants in here, guys, though, they're just thriving really, really good. I was a little bit worried, well, I shouldn't say worried. I was a little concerned how they was going to do out here, considering the fact that winter is coming. But when I was in there, I felt the heaters running. So, hey, they on to it. This is a moonlight right here. You all know how I feel about a philodendron moonlight. I'm so excited that mine, I had to do a little cutback with it, if you all remember, and I have some bumps coming out. So I'm very excited about that because we got some growth. And this moonlight is beautiful, I tell you. They usually keep these in their nursery probably for about 2 weeks. Word gets around and people get them, but they never have a lot of them. At most I've ever seen at a time is like 2 to 3. So, I don't know what's up with that, unless it's just a high demand because they go, so I would keep those. I've always wondered about those ring of fires. Every time I come in here, I see them, and I see that little bit of red on the leaves, and I just don't know if that's healthy or not, but I never cared enough to look up into it. That's a Dracaena, I believe, pronouncing it right. That thing is beautiful. These are some Monstera statulonas. Of course, I have one already in the back room crawling, but guys, just take a look at that. I mean, is there anything more beautiful? I'm telling you, I got to give it to them, the way that they line it up, because presentation is everything as well. And I think that they do a pretty good job with this. Mind you, if all your plants are healthy, that's one good thing too. And they just had some white princess over here, a pink princess over here, well, a couple of them over here. And that's that Christmas poinsettia I was talking about. If you take a look over here, though, you're going to see the philodendron sub. This is where I got my first one from, not the real big one that I had to treat. I actually got that one from a big box store and paid half the price for it, but hey, it's all good. Over here, though, was really where all the poinsettias, where I first started noticing them and trying to figure out exactly which one I wanted to go with. Oh, I forgot about this. This is the white princess. So this is the thing. I got down there on my knees and took a look at it just to see if it was actually attached to the coracoid poles, and no, there wasn't. So it just was using it for support, but it's just not enough variegation in none of these white princess for me to actually want to buy this time. The ones that was over there in the other area that we passed, those was beautiful. So I'm guessing that those were just shipped there like that, and they was just going to sell them or keep them however way. They didn't have them in the for sale section. So that could have been just me being nosy, needing my own business. But over here, of course, are the other poinsettias, and that pink and white one right there really, really, really was standing out to me. Still did not get that one. And the ones that I actually came in here to get was the Christmas poinsettias. That this was the first year of me seeing these. Have you all seen these before? I remember it was a year in which they had blue ones, purple ones, all of this. I never seen those, so it's pretty cool to see how scientists or whoever how they make this work. Um, Long story short, I did not get one of these after all of that. I know. All right, so this is just where I go ahead and go through here again. It got a little awkward because the owner and the two employees that worked there, they was kind of around in the back too, and I was trying not to have like my phone out to make it look suspicious. Because, when you start recording people businesses in this climate that we in right now, the first thing people assume is things is wrong. So I don't want to bring no attention that this is what I'm doing, but I also don't want to explain myself like, hey, I'm recording something for my content, because then you get a lot of people who ask, you know, well, what's it for? And, oh, what's your name? And all, and I don't mind giving that information, but then it kind of takes me away from me giving you all tours like this and me being focused. I can't make content while I'm explaining my content. So, um, those are beautiful. That never gets old. This is another poinsettia. I mean, I don't know how much that one was, but that definitely was a pretty big one. They say that you can grow poinsettias though year round inside your house. I've never seen no one keep one long enough, but I wonder it's just because people just like, well, whatever, just toss it and be done with it. In the houses that I've seen poinsettias in though, those a lot of people, and that's not no shade because my mom, Lord, my mom, whew, me and her, we worked hard together on keeping her like a pothos plant. She is a teacher, so she keeps a few of those in her classroom, and then she transitioned them back over to summertime. And then I usually cut them and care for them and get them back right for her to take back to her classroom when school returns. But that's pretty much the only plant that she could grow. My mom just don't have the patience with plants, and I keep telling her that. But she still loves her pothos, so that's what we roll with. But yeah, she used to keep poinsettias around, and right after Christmas, we would toss those things. So I just assumed that they was something that you just kept just for, a period of time, and then you toss them. But no. All right, so sorry about that little ramble. I do eventually want to own a ficus. I actually do have one. I'm sorry, but I know I would need one a lot bigger than the one I have. The one I have is probably like 6 inches, so it's very small, and that'll take probably 2-3 years to be able to get it to the size to get by my window. So, I mean, I don't know anything about ficus yet, so I know I'm keeping this one alive. I keep it by the window. I let it the soil. Oh my goodness, guys, this right here. So this we're gonna circle back to the other Christmas cactus. Oh my goodness, guys. And that one right there that you just saw is what I ended up buying.